Life is a result of the choices you make for you to see the best of tomorrow or the worst of it. For Stephen Onyango, famously known as Edgar, solving a problem in the society is what keeps him busy and away from bad companies.
My name is Stephen Onyango, former student at Our Lady of Fatima Secondary School, and also an alumni of K-Youth Media. I finished high school in 2015. Then I joined some trainings about entrepreneurship and business skills. And I did that training for 3 months. The training was conducted by Digital Opportunity Trust, which is a Canada-based organization in Kenya. And after doing that, they gave me the skills that enabled me to start doing business.
This was aimed at stopping the persistent problem of jiggers, as well as promoting the primary school pupils who are going to school on bare feet and sometimes on sandals to acquire shoes at an affordable prices.
There was a day I was walking around, and as I was walking, I saw 2 kids who were walking on barefoot, going to school, and they had some problem with their feet. It's like they were having some source, some pain in the feet. So I approached the kids and I asked them what is happening, and they told me that they were attacked by jiggers. And as I looked at them, I decided to take a look at the legs, and I realized that indeed they were jiggers. But I asked them what is happening, and they told me that they are living, their family cannot afford shoes for them, and at the same time they are having leg implications, but they don't have money to be used for their medication. So I decided to use that idea as a motivation factor to start my business so that I can solve that problem. Because I believed that if it was not just those 2 people only, maybe there are some other people who are also suffering. So I decided to start the shoe business, and I wanted to make closed shoes for schools and open shoes for normal days wearing. So I started with 3 pairs of shoes, sandals actually. And out of that, the money that I used to start the business was just 700 shillings. But out of that, the business has been able to grow. And currently, I'm now talking of around 30 to 40 pairs of shoes that I stock in the store. So the business, I started it as a way of solving a problem to those jiggers. And I ensured that those kids, I gave them shoes for free.
He also wanted to bridge the gap between the rich and the poor people in the Kariaridu community so that all people can purchase his shoes at an affordable price.
I decided to bring into the board the issue of bargaining, and at the same time also giving shoes on credit. Because the location where I live, the location where my business is, people's income is very thin, and therefore they might not be able to provide for the basic needs, and at the same time also provide for stuffs like shoes. And I have so many types of shoes so that it can suit everybody. Those with less income, they will find somewhere to fit in under my business. Those who are also well off, they can also have the shoes to buy, because they have different prices so that everybody is settled into the business.
In the process of helping his community, he has also trained some of his peers.
I didn't just want the business to help me alone. I decided to train some other people also who are in a very staggering condition in life, so that they can also use the skills to start their own business and make it in life. So far I've been able to train 3 people. Out of them, 2 are my former classmates at high school, and another person is just an outsider. And one of them has been able to start a business, and he's really doing well.
Kwa majina ni Kennedy Uredi. Hapa ni kwa biashara yangu. Nianza hii biashara 2015. Na hii skill kidogo nilipata kutoka kwa Stephen Edgar Onyango. Mpaka sasa hivi naona hii biashara ikitusaidia kidogo kidogo.
As we know, no business can exist without competitors. But how does he win over his competitors?
So my shoe business has been able to get a few competition in the market, and it has not been easy at times to conduct the business and also compete with some other guys who are providing almost the same similar things to me. But the only advantage I normally have over these guys is one, I normally make shoes depending on what the customer needs. The customer will come to me and tell me that I want a shoe of this particular size, of this particular color, of this particular shape, and I will actually make it. Because my fellow competitors, they only sell what has already been made, but me, I make for you what you want. And that is another advantage that I've been having over them. Another thing is that I normally have personal touch with my customers. In that, whenever I give you my product, I will have your contact so that I will be following up on how my product served you. At the same time, the customers also, whenever they want something, they have my numbers. They will always call me, and in the process, they will get my products. Another thing is that I normally consider people's problems. When you come there and you tell me that your kid wants to go to school and you don't have money at stake at that time, and they don't have shoes, I will definitely be willing to help you. I will give you my shoes. You will go with them. When you get money, you will bring me. At the same time, I also offer credit services, in that you can take my shoes and you will pay me later. Another thing is that I give a platform for bargaining, where you can come and bargain, and at the end of the day, we'll agree and settle on a price that will be favorable to the customer side and also favorable to my side. And that is how I've been able to face the challenge, even though it is not easy at times.
Nelson Mandela once said that challenges are what make life interesting, and especially when you overcome them. And that is no different with Edgar, who also faced challenges in his business.
The business I'm running has several challenges, and some of the challenges is that the location at which the business is settled is a location which involves a lot of things that are happening, and you find that most of the time I used to run the business alone, because at times I used to go to school at K-Youth Media, and I will leave the business running. But I find that when I'm not there, I come back and find that many of my shoes have been stolen. So to solve this issue, I decided to liaise with my fellow colleagues who are also doing different businesses around, to be looking up for me that business, as I'm not there.
Alone you can go far, but together you can go farthest. How does he apply this in his business?
I know someone might be wondering how I knew how to make the shoes. The thing is, my father used to make these shoes a long time ago, and he had a business, actually, a shoe business. And I used to come and assist him in doing it. And out of that, I was able to learn from him what he used to do. Even though the business again came and ended, because he had to do some other stuffs and therefore forced him to leave the business. But I came with different ideas, because I was also trying to look at what is there in the market and how they're made. I used also to learn through YouTube sometimes on how the shoes are made. And out of that, I am now excellent in making shoes.
He presents his future plans and where he sees his business in the near future.
Expand the business to various parts of the country, not just in Kariadudi in Nairobi. I wanted to expand the business. Also, those people from the countryside and maybe from other different counties in Kenya can also be able to access my shoes. Because my shoes, I don't just sell to make money. I sell to make an impact in the society. I sell to bring a change to the community. I sell to better the life of those people who are going to school on barefoot. I was a victim. I was once as a pupil in the countryside. And out of my studies from class 1 to class 8, I studied without putting on a shoe. The first day that I put on a shoe was the day I was going to do my class 8 exam, that is the KCPE. But ever since, I went to school with my barefoot. But I don't want other people to suffer the same thing that I suffered. And that's why I want to, if I can get assistance in any way in terms of capital, I can be able to expand the business even to some other parts of the country, so that everybody can be able to access my shoes. And in the process, I will bring a change in the community.